Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know what time it is. Let's do this thing, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, hello. My name is Gorilla Matt. Welcome. We have officially hit week 2 of the NFL 2022 season. Last week, I don't really want to talk about last week. I got a lot of games wrong. I went 8-7-1 last week. Yep. I don't even know how that happens, but it happens. There was some upsets last week. We'll briefly talk about the upsets. We won't go into super detail about them. Was kind of surprised the Panthers lost. I was really hoping that they were going to get that win, and I really thought they were going to get that win at the end, and then the Browns kicker made the kick. Kind of feel bad for Baker, but hey, there's a lot of football left. Just keep playing, keep balling out. The 49ers losing to the Chicago Bears was funny to me because, like, both teams I don't like. 49ers, if you know that I'm a Packer fan, you should know why I don't like the 49ers. They've kind of had our number in the playoffs. And, well, not kind of. They have had our number in the playoffs. What's up, Aaron? But seeing them lose to Chicago, one of the league's worst teams, and I'm sorry, Chicago, but your team is bad. I think next year you'll be much better. You're going to have a lot of money to spend in free agency next year. But to see the 49ers lose to the Bears was pretty funny, but I would have loved to see like that. Why couldn't that game be the tie last week? You know, why couldn't the Bears 49ers game be the tie? Why did it have to be the Colts? Whatever. It is what it is. The Titans losing to the Giants, that was surprising. You okay, Nashville? Yeah, okay. She said, Games, what's up, friend? The Titans losing was a surprise to me. My Packers just, they wanted to extend the offseason by one more week. So they purposely didn't show up last week. They really just wanted to kind of chill, kind of ease into the season. Because the Packers are so dominant, that's why they didn't really show up last week. They just wanted to chill, enjoy the offseason one more week. That's all we're going to talk about there. On a related note, the Vikings looked fantastic. The Broncos losing to Seattle. In Seattle. With Geno Smith starting at quarterback. That was something. Need to give little brother a head start. Yes, exactly. Cheesehead Games. Exactly. But yeah, there were some upsets last week that I didn't really see happening. I'm not going to lie, I didn't see the Bengals losing to Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh's defense just dominated. I thought the Bengals addressed their offensive line this offseason. Clearly that did not happen. Poor Joe Burrow might not even make it to the end of the season. Broncos country. Left wide. Broncos country. That's right. I wish I had my football still, but Broncos country. That's right. Broncos country. That's right. It was so good. That was such a good, clip. I don't care what people say. But yeah, I didn't do well last week. We're starting off the season just beautiful. I'm back at it, finding my charger. Welcome back, Aaron. All right, so this week, we've got some good matchups this week. We got some good matchups. We're not going to talk about that, Aaron. All right, let's take a look at this week's game, shall we? All right, so tonight we have the Los Angeles Chargers. One of my I am riding this team. I'm very high on this team. I'm predicting that they beat the Chiefs. And I know going into Kansas City is a tough matchup, but I think the Chargers win. I'm going with the underdog, the underdog here. I'm going with the Chargers. I think both teams are great. I think both teams will make the playoffs, but I see the Chargers getting this win. Thank God it's Tom Brady's last season, though. Reports have come out that it's his last season. Marital issues going on. Gisele's pissed that he's back in football. Tom Brady spent 2 weeks with his kids going in the school pickup line, drop-off line, and went, fuck this. I'd rather work and get hit by, 200, 300-pound men than be retired. We'll get to the Buccaneers a little later. But yeah, I have the Chargers winning. I think this tonight's game is going to be awesome. It does come on a short week. You know, both teams just played on Sunday, so you know, the game plans are going to be a little more simplified. Is what I've heard from listening to some other like football podcasts. Is that like for Thursday night games, like because you don't have as much time between like a Sunday game, like the game plans are a little more simplified. So I didn't know that. That was interesting to hear. But I'm going Chargers here. I was about to time out Red Sox guy for 1 second, calling Tom Brady the GOAT. And it would have been acceptable. But yeah, I'm going to go Chargers here. I know they're going to miss Keenan Allen tonight. There are wide receiver 1. And that's going to hurt. But Justin Herbert was slinging the ball to all sorts of people on that team last week. And I think the Chargers defense is a much more formidable defense than who did Kansas City play last week? They play I should remember this. Who did Kansas City face last week? I should know this. But I don't. The Cardinals. Yeah, the Cardinals are missing like JJ Watt. Like the Cardinals are missing some people. I think the Chargers are a much better team than the Cardinals. So I think their defense, especially with the addition of Khalil Mack, is going to make makes things a little harder for Patrick Mahomes. Fantastic quarterback. I think he's still going to find ways to score and move the ball, but I'm going with the Chargers here. Thank you, Red Sox guy. Damn, I forgot I sub off stream last night. You did. Here, hold on, Aaron.
Can I get a oh yeah? We have a new subscriber.
I just refreshed that notification, so there you go. Thank you so much, Aaron. 22 months. Crazy. Thank you. And a Prime sub too. That's awesome. I wish more people knew about Prime, like Prime subs. It's free. If you have Amazon Prime, you can Prime sub for free. You're allowed 1 free sub on Twitch each month. It doesn't cost you a penny. I mean, Amazon Prime will cost you a little bit, but the Prime sub doesn't cost you anything. That is money straight from Jeffrey Bezos' wallet into my wallet. It's not really how it goes, but through the transitive property, in a way, it kind of works that way, you know? So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Chargers here. I'm going with the underdogs. I really like the Chargers, and I actually predict them to win the AFC West. I think it's going to be tight, though. I think it's going to go back and forth between the Chiefs and the Chargers. And this game has massive playoff implications already. And I know you guys are like, Matt, it's week 2. Calm down. But no, this is a huge divisional game, just like last week's for the Vikings and the Packers. Like that loss, could come back to bite the Packers in the ass if they don't get their stuff together. I figured the Packers would kind of work through some kinks on offense. I was really surprised by our defense last week. We'll get to that later. But I'm gonna go Chargers here. I'm going Chargers. I just everyone's picking the Chiefs, and I don't think enough people are picking the Chargers here. So I'm going Chargers. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do. Welcome, Brittany. Welcome back. Prime is amazing if you use Amazon. Yes, Prime is amazing. I love Amazon. Next game. So the first game on Sunday is the Miami Dolphins going to Baltimore to play the Ravens. This is one of those games I'm not sure, man. Because both teams looked good last week, but they're playing in Baltimore, so I think I'm going to go Ravens here just because they're playing in Baltimore. And I just trust Lamar. I trust Lamar a little bit more than I trust Tua. I really like what the Dolphins are doing, and I think that they definitely have a chance to like shake things up in the AFC East. As far as like the 2, 3, and 4 seeding goes, like the Bills are taking the AFC East. Unless there is a major injury to like the quarterback, the Bills are taking the AFC East. You can't convince me otherwise. I'm gonna go Ravens here. Next, we got the Jets at the Browns. The Browns need to win this game. If they don't, that would be bad. Just the Jets, they didn't look great. I hate saying the Browns here too, because I'm really disappointed with that organization. But personal feelings aside, the Browns have the better football team, so I'm gonna go with the Browns. I really don't know what's going on around the league besides the Packers game. No worries, Aaron. Aaron, I wanted to go to the Packers game this Sunday so bad. I found some cheap-ish tickets too. I really want to just like get up and drive to Lambeau on Sunday and go to the game at night. So chat, feel free to persuade me to go to the Packers game on Sunday because I like really want to. I have no money, but I really want to. If chat, just donate all of your money to me so I can go to the Packers game. Just kidding, don't do that. Save your money. But I really want to go. I know. Green Bay is like 3.5 hours away. It's like 3.5-ish hours away. It is not a bad drive now. I really want to go. It's a night game too. I'm off on Monday, so it's like, oh, it's perfect. Lambeau Field night game versus a rival. Go. I know, Cheesehead, dude. I actually get paid tomorrow too. Nice. I get paid next week. I really want to go. I really want to go because I've been to a few Packers Bears games, and I've actually been to a night game at Lambeau, Packers Bears. That was when Rodgers tossed 6 touchdowns in the first half. No big deal. But yeah, I really want to go to that game. We'll talk about that game. We'll get there. But yeah, I'm gonna go Browns. Don't like it, but I'm going with the Browns. Next, we got the Commanders at Detroit. Hey, what about Detroit? I know they lost last week. But man, there were some moments against that Eagles team that looked pretty good. I'm going with the Lions. This Lions team, man, I like this Lions team. Commanders, not bad. Carson Wentz did pretty well. I plan on getting 10 gift steps. Woo! Let's go, Aaron. Nice. I'm gonna go Lions, mainly because I really like Dan Campbell. I like what he's doing over there in Detroit. And I know as a Packer fan that might sound weird saying like, "Oh, I'm hoping Detroit wins." I do. Detroit needs a win, man. They need to start winning, and I like Dan Campbell. Next, you have the Colts at Jacksonville. Now, hey, the Colts historically have a really hard time winning in Jacksonville. The Jacksonville Jaguars actually prevented the Colts from going to the playoffs last year. Normally, I would look at this game and I'd go, Colts, easy. Jonathan Taylor, that defense, yeah. That offensive line, you got Matt Ryan, which I think is an improved quarterback versus Carson Wentz. No offense to Carson. But you tied. Who'd they tie again? I don't even remember. Who'd they play? The Texans, yeah. You tied the Texans, Indy. That's awesome, Aaron. I say do it, but save your money. Like, don't go crazy with your money. It's always tough. Like, you get paid, and then you're like, I just want to spend all my money now. And then, like, the next, like, if you get paid every, like, 2 weeks, you're like, that next, like, week and a half, you're like, I'm poor. Because you spent it all in, like, the first 2 days. Yeah, I don't have that problem. But yeah, this Colts team, I had higher hopes that week 1. I really thought they were going to just stomp the Texans. But the Texans, like, they look pretty good. I get paid weekly thing. You get paid weekly, Aaron? My brother gets paid weekly. That is so nice. That is so nice. I would be so irresponsible with my money if I got paid weekly. I would be so irresponsible. No, I probably wouldn't. I'd be responsible. But I definitely splurge a little bit more. A little bit more. It's nice. I don't believe that you're bad at times. I don't. I feel like you're a good saver. I think the Colts break their losing streak in Jacksonville, but I don't say that with a lot of confidence. And I feel bad saying that because I like this Colts team, but I don't know. We'll see. Bucks at Saints. The Bucks have not beaten the Saints since Tom Brady. No, has not beaten the Saints in the regular season, right? Because they played in the playoffs. A year or 2 ago, right? 2 years ago. You should splurge by going to Lambeau on Sunday. Yes, I'm being a bad influence. I'm all for the bad influence. Seriously. This is, okay, you know how, like, hey, let's go face cam here for a second. Let's go face cam for a second. Welcome to class. I am Professor Gorilla Matt. Your writing prompt today will be included in chat, so anything that you type will be shown for all of chat to see. Your prompt today is, why should Gorilla Matt go to the Bears-Packers game in Lambeau on Sunday? Bonus points, extra credit if you gift subs or donate money to Professor Gorilla Matt, because that would make the decision to persuade him a lot easier to make, because then he would have extra funds. Who is I knew my wife was going to come into the stream and say something like that. I knew she was lurking. She was waiting. But no, seriously, this is your prompt from Professor Gorilla Matt. Tell me why I need to go, and extra credit if you fund the trip. See, this is when, like, you know how, like, every now and then, like, on TikTok or Twitter, I'll see, like, the random, like, sugar mom or sugar dad, sugar mommy, sugar daddy thing. And I'm like, where's my sugar mommy? Where is my sugar mama who's just like, oh, you like football? Here's some tickets. Here's some season tickets. Oh, you have rent due? Here's your rent money. But that's it. Like, I don't have to do anything in return. Just take care of me, mommy. They have a bratwurst with cheese curds on top. In other words, I know, I saw that picture. I saw that picture on Twitter today. She said, I was like, oh. But the cheese curds, Lambeau's cheese curds are just, I'm like, I can feel my mouth salivating. Like, I can feel extra saliva filling in my, like, mouth just talking and thinking about the cheese curds. Because those cheese curds are so damn good. I was pissed a couple weeks ago because I was missing a lot from my check and bank. Ooh, that's not good, Aaron. That's not good. But yeah, that's your writing prompt. Tell me why I need to go. Extra credit if you send me money. And I know that's like, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to be on Twitch asking for money. But hey, if you can get me to the Packers-Bears game, I'll make you a mod. If you're already a mod, I'll make you my only mod. I'll just unmod everybody. Can you imagine explaining that to the rest of the mods? Hey, yeah, so-and-so paid for me to go to the Packers game, so you're all being demoted to VIP. Toodaloo. Holy shit, really? That'd be insane. Can you imagine? I bet you people have done stuff like that before. Just, hey, you send me money so that I can go to the Packers game. And I unmod everybody. Fuck the other mods. You the only one I care about. And then if you're not a mod, just boom, here. Have a mod. Become mod. All right, let's go back to the predictions. I'm pulling out of my savings. Can you imagine? Oh, man. We would have to create some kind of, like, hashtag. We can't say that word on Twitch, can we? I don't even know if I can say that word. It rhymes with GIMP, but starts with an S. You know the word I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to say that on Twitch anymore. I think that's like a ban, like you can get taken off Twitch. I don't know. You can get canceled. I don't know. But we'd have to create some kind of like emote. If someone actually funded my trip to Green Bay, you'd get your own emote. You get like a static emote and an animated emote. I will literally go to Kong Vector and be like, here you go. This is their emote. Make it. Why did I think about this sooner? That would have been a great contest. Hey, whoever donates the most money to Gorilla Matt gets through. That'd be such an abuse of like streaming power. Not that I have any power. I don't. I have the power to push some buttons on my stream deck and click on some things. But like, can you imagine like holding a contest like that? I'm so off topic right now, and this video is going to be going over to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Gorilla Matt TV. Please feel free to subscribe. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers over there, so please consider subscribing over there. And if you're watching this on Twitch and you haven't followed yet, please consider dropping a follow. Once we go through all these, I'll probably end the stream just because I worked all day and I got to shower and eat dinner and then get ready for the game tonight. Hi, YouTube. Yes. Yeah, you'd probably be banned. Some risks are worth taking, you know? Take the leap if it's worth the fall. That's what I always say. And it's a lyric from a song I listen to. Anyway, all right, Bucks, Saints. Dude, this Bucks offensive line is questionable, but you just don't bet against Tom Brady. So I'm going Bucks. I've learned better than to bet against Tom Brady. Do I think the Saints could win? Absolutely. Especially if Jameis Winston doesn't turn the ball over. I really liked what the Saints did in that like second half of the game last week. First half, they looked a little sketchy, but they really turned it on at the end, getting that win. And that was a big win over the Falcons, if I'm not mistaken. So that was huge. I'm going Bucks here. I'm not going to think too much over that. Next, you have the Carolina Panthers traveling to New York to play the Giants. Now, initially, when I looked at this game, I'm like, oh, the Carolina Panthers are winning this game easy. Is Saquon Barkley back? Because he looked pretty damn good last week. Now, the Giants did pull that game out of their ass to beat the Titans last week. And hey, you know what? Props to New York on getting that win. I don't think anyone thought the Giants could win that game, would win that game, and they did. That was a huge win over a number 1 seed last year in the NFL. So props to New York. If you're a New York Giants fan, pat on back. Like, just pat yourself on the back. That was a big win. I think both teams have a chance to win here. I'm gonna go with the Panthers just because I just really like Baker Mayfield, and I just probably too high on Baker Mayfield, but I want to see him get a win. So I'm going Panthers here. Watch the Giants win. Giants are gonna be on a roll this year. Just watch. Next, you got Patriots at Steelers. This is another game where I'm like, I don't even know. Mac Jones missed practice, I believe, today because of an illness, non-COVID related. Steelers looked dominant against the Bengals. But obviously they lost TJ Watt for at least 6 weeks. I heard that he tore his pec, and then I heard that it something else didn't tear, so it's not as severe as we once thought, but it's still pretty bad. He could be out for the season. I still like that. I still like that Steelers team as a whole more than I like the Patriots, and I don't like going against the tendon. Thank you, Cheesehead Game. The tendon didn't tear. Yes, thank you. I don't like going against Bill Belichick because I do think he's a brilliant head coach, but I like the Steelers here. I think Mike Tomlin is a brilliant head coach too, and Steelers got a win, and it was a big win last week, so good for the Steelers. Next, you have the Falcons at the Rams. Hey, I'm going Rams, and I'm not going to think too much of it. If the Rams don't win, I'm worried for Los Angeles. That's all I'm going to say. Matthew Stafford cannot turn the ball over like he did last week. But he also had no offensive line help. So I hope between last week and this week, Los Angeles kind of figures out a way to protect Matthew Stafford a little bit more, and also how to get Allen Robinson more involved, because that man had 2 targets or 2 catches? Like, not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting whatsoever. But hey, Cooper Kupp is on my fantasy team, so Rams house, Broncos, Bronco country. Yeah, keep throwing the ball to Kupp. That'd be great. All right, Seahawks 49ers. I would love to see the Seahawks win here, and I hate saying that because I really don't like Pete Carroll. I don't like the Seahawks. Ever since the Fail Mary, the NFC Championship, I just don't like the Seahawks. The NFC West has given me PTSD. Don't like them. I hope they all rot. Just kidding. But I find Rams house to be silly. They share the stadium. I know. What is that? I didn't even realize that was their saying until last week. Cheesehead Games. They're like, whose house? Rams house. Whose house? Rams house. And I'm like, no, it's your house and the Chargers house. You share a house. It's a duplex. I was just like, no, stop. That's stupid. Come up with a different saying or get another stadium. Come on. But anyway, Seahawks 49ers. I think the 49ers can bounce back and get this win here. I also think the Seahawks, they're probably playing with a little more juice this last week because they were playing Russell Wilson, a player that essentially saying without saying that I can't win with you guys. So I think the 49ers get the win here. They had an ugly game against Chicago. They're playing at home against a division rival. Would I like to see the Seahawks beat the 49ers here? Absolutely. You share a house. They do. But I think the 49ers bounce back. What'll be really interesting? What will be really interesting is what happens if the 49ers keep losing? What if Trey Lance continues to look awful? You've got Jimmy G sitting back there. That is just a whole messed up situation in my eyes. Like, I can understand from an organizational standpoint why you would essentially restructure, re-sign Jimmy Garoppolo at the rate that they did, but man, that's just I would have gotten rid of him. Look, trade him, try to get something for him. You're probably going to have to settle on the trade, but like, I don't know. That's a weird situation. And yeah, like they've got backup, they've got insurance. If Trey Lance does suck, they can go back to Jimmy, but I just don't like that situation. I'm rooting for both teams to lose or a meteor for the or a meteor. I wouldn't mind this game ending in a tie. Actually, that would be nice. But yeah, Bengals Cowboys. Cowboys lost Dak. Man, and see that sucks. Like, okay, we all like to make fun of the Cowboys. We done boys. It's our year. Feed Zeke. Like, you know, there's all the jokes that we can make about the Cowboys. But the truth is, the Cowboys are a lot more fun to watch when Dak's in the field. Dak's a hell of a football player. And it really sucks that he's down with a broken finger and he's got to have surgery to fix that, especially after everything he went through like 2 years ago. It feels bad, man. It feels bad, right? It was 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure it was 2 years ago when his like leg snapped in half. It was rough. But anyway, I think the Bengals get this win here. They have to bounce back. You're going up against it now. No. Andy Dalton is not with the Cowboys anymore. He's with. Where is Andy Dalton? Why can't I remember this? Hold on. No one tell me. Now I want to look this up. No one tell me. I'm not even looking at chat right now. I'm not looking at chat. I want to. No, I'm not looking at chat. If someone's typing it in chat. The Saints. That's right. That's right. I knew that. He is still around. He's with the Saints. He's backing up Jameis Winston. Which just feels like a crime. Like, that just feels. I'm sorry. That feels like a crime. Andy Dalton used to, and maybe it's just because I'm thinking of like when Andy Dalton was in it. Like, Andy Dalton did well in Cincinnati. he did well. What? Anyway, I'm gonna go Bengals here. But like the Cowboys have options they could bring in to kind of cover for Dak for a little bit, but that's tough. And I feel bad for anyone who loses a star player, especially a quarterback. Like, if the Packers lose Aaron Rodgers, like, we can win games with Jordan Love, but we're not the same team without Aaron Rodgers. The Bengals are not the same team without Joe Burrow. You know, the Bills can probably win without Josh Allen because that team is so good, but you're not going to win as many games. Same with the Chiefs. Like, you're going to win games, but you're not going to win as many games. Like, when you have a star player, a pivotal player to your team and organization go down, as a fan of football, it just sucks to see. Like, even, like, that's what pissed me off with Vikings fans, because they always laughed. And, like, they continue to, like, oh, look at Aaron Rodgers breaking his collarbone here. Like, you never want to see the greats go down. You don't want to see anyone go down, but, like, the greats, too. Like, it's bad for business. I really hate that. That came off wrong. I mean, it's bad for business, but, like, it's bad for the game. Like, I don't want anyone to get hurt. You know, if I'm going to a Bears-Packers game, I want to see Justin Fields and Aaron Rodgers play. If I'm going to see a Chiefs game, I want to see Patrick Mahomes play. If I'm going to a Bills game, I want to see Josh Allen sling it. If I'm going to a Steelers game, I want to see TJ Watt just rip apart the opposing offense. So it really sucks when you see players like Dak, TJ go down. So I'm hoping that they have a full and speedy recovery. Texans at Broncos in Denver. Broncos. I think Nathaniel Hackett learns from this last weekend. They get the win. If the Texans beat the Broncos, though, here, can you imagine? If the Raiders play, I want to see Adams go crazy. Right? Exactly. Like, you want those players in the field at all times, and you don't want them to get hurt, even if it's a division rival. Like, I would hate to see Justin Jefferson get hurt. That'd be awful. yeah, would it help the rest of the NFC North get wins? Yeah, because the Vikings would be missing Justin Jefferson. But as a fan of football, no. Justin Jefferson is a beast. He is a monster. He is fun to watch. So I don't want to see anyone get hurt. I want to see the MVP winner and Trubisky sling it around if I see a Steelers game. Yes. Cardinals Raiders. I think the Raiders bounce back this week. I'm not very high on the Cardinals. I'm not gonna lie. And I think this mid-season Hard Knocks with the Cardinals is going to be very interesting, especially if the Cardinals continue to lose. I know it's one game, and we're kind of overreacting. What? Someone wants dinner. I'm going to go Raiders. Not going to give that too much thought. Now the game of the week. The game of the week, ladies and gentlemen. The Chicago Bears travel to Green Bay to take on the Packers. And no one has done any of the assignment yet in chat. No one has submitted for extra credit. I'm ashamed of you all. Just kidding. Or am I? I'm pretty sure if you click on the little apps I have on my Twitch, you'll see a link to my PayPal. Also, if you'd like to purchase biddies and subs, you guys know how to do that. If you don't, there's YouTube videos on how to do it, but send them my way. Let's fatten the wallet, fatten the back. I'm just kidding. There are people who do that though. There are people who do that. Can you imagine if I was one of those streamers like, oh, I only have 4 viewers right now. None of you are gifting me subs. I'm just gonna end stream. Fuck you guys. I have better things to do with my time. I'm gonna go live on some other platform. I'm gonna go focus on my OnlyFans content since you guys don't want to support this content. Like, nobody wants to be the teacher's pet. You know what? I can respect that response, Cheesehead Games. I can respect that response. That was a solid response. I'll give that to you, man. Packers. Packers win this game. If the Packers don't win this game, I will spiral down a black hole of depression and probably not stream again for a very long time. I'm being honest. You won't see me for a while. I'll be so sad. Monday's got 2 games, which is going to be awesome. Titans at Bills. I think the Bills get this win. I'm really high on this Bills team. I think the AFC is going to come down to the Bills and Chargers. I like the Chiefs. The Chiefs make it work, but I'm going with the Bills repping the AFC East and the AFC in general. Rodgers with 5 TDs in the first half. No, he throws 6 again. And then this time, instead of McCarthy telling him that you're done for the night, LaFleur goes, yeah, you're done. And Rodgers looks at him with his new haircut, looking like AJ Hawk, and goes, shut it, LaFleur. And he tosses another 2 or 3 in the second half, setting the single game touchdown record. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm going with Bills. Then you got the Vikings Eagles. I think this is low key one of the best games of the week. Now here's the thing with the Vikings and Bills game. The Vikings and Eagles game is the Vikings just looked unstoppable against the Packers last week. And I think they only get better. Eagles, I mean, they let the Lions come back. Now the Eagles can put up points. The Eagles have a decent team. I'm gonna go Vikings here. But if the Eagles can clean up what they lacked in doing against the Lions, which really, like, they look relatively good. They just kind of let the Lions come back, which was, I was excited about it. I was like, come on, Detroit, get the win. But I think the Vikings get this win here. I like this Vikings team. I hate saying it. As a Packer fan, I hate saying it, but this Viking team's legit. I think they're gonna make a push. And I definitely see them in the playoffs right now. Now, looking at these teams, let's go to conference. Actually, divisions feel a little easier. Looking at the AFC right now. This is the preseason. I'm like, why are the Jets on top? I know you couldn't see it. I still stand by the Bills winning the East. I predicted the Bengals to win the North, and there's still a lot of time. But the Bengals, my decision on the Bengals winning the North rests entirely on if that offensive line can get their shit together, because they were not doing anything to help Joe Burrow last week, and that was just embarrassing to watch. The Colts, I mean, technically they're tied for first. I don't even know what's going on in the AFC South. AFC West, I'm still going Chargers. I'm still going Chargers. I like this Chargers team a lot, but obviously the Chiefs are gonna also make the playoffs, and it would be awesome. Can you imagine if all four make the playoffs? You get one from the East, one from the North, one from the South, and the entire AFC West makes the playoffs. That'd badass, man. That'd be so badass. Can you imagine? Someone is not happy. As far as the NFC goes, I know that Tom Brady, especially in his last season, is going to make the playoffs. He's not going to miss the playoffs unless he gets hurt or that team continues to get hurt. I don't know. That's all I got for you guys. Baby's crying too, so probably a good time to end. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the game tonight. It's going to be on Amazon Prime or whatnot, I think. It should be a good game. Should be a really good game. Chargers, Chiefs. Again, I'm going Chargers. Yeah, that's all I got for you. I do plan on streaming some Fortnite this weekend. Apparently, the new season of Fortnite comes out on Sunday or something like that. So we'll be doing a lot of Fortnite. Maybe Saturday night, Sunday before the games. Maybe Sunday. I don't know. I don't know if we'll stream. That's gonna be tough because I'm not gonna stream Fortnite while football's going on. So we'll probably stream Saturday night Fortnite stuff. So if you guys want to play, we'll do open lobbies, maybe do some custom stuff, maybe do some creative stuff, or just play games. But we'll definitely jump into some Fortnite. That being said, have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Aaron, again, thank you so much for the sub last night. I appreciate you. Cheesehead Games, thank you. Anyone else who's still hanging around, lurking, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Again, if you like what you see here, please consider following here on twitch.tv/GorillaMatt. If you're watching this on YouTube, hey, thank you. My YouTube channel is GorillaMatt TV. Please consider going over there and subscribing as we try to get to 100 subscribers. I do plan on pushing out some more NFL content on the old YouTube channel. Once I get the new Madden game too, there's some content ideas I have that I want to throw and put together for YouTube. So we'll be doing some of that. But yeah, that's all I got for you. Yeah. Have a good night, everybody.